NASCAR channel, ARCA Menards Series West, race 6 of 12. The General Tire 200 live from here at Sonoma Raceway. My name is Charlie Krall. Glad to have you with us for what should be one of the most thrilling races of the 2025 season. Lots of left turns, lots of right turns coming up for the not only the regulars of the ARCA Menards Series West, but some pretty talented drivers from all across the motorsports spectrum. We'll get to that here in just.
Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the General Tire 200 at, where are we at? We're at Sonoma Raceway, race 6 of 12 for the ARCA Menards Series West in 2025. Okay. It's the first of 2 road courses on the year, and with that, it also means it's one of the 4 races, those along with Portland and the 2 Phoenix races, that will have an expanded field, mainly because there are quite a few ARCA Menards Series regulars and a bunch of road course ringers that come out. Also, with the prestige of the track itself compared to the short tracks. And I like Sonoma Raceway more than others. I don't like it that much, but I don't think it's that horrible of a track, so I'm looking forward to this. 26 cars came to the track, which is less than the 30. Oh my lord, what? There was a back marker wipe out there. But there are less than the 31 that came the last year. All that being said, I'm looking forward to some stout competition today. And because ARCA gets started quickly, here is today's starting lineup. Starting 26th, well, also 2 cars did not make qualifying laps. I'm going to presume they'll just get in the tail end. Starting 26th, driving the number 77, King Taco, Weber's Auto Parts, Rex MD, Wallace Sign Toyota for Performance P1 Motorsports. 55 years old from Woodland Hills, California, Nick Janides. Starting 25th, driving the number 23, 3rd Gen, Phil's Fabrication, Garage 23, Versatile, Allegiant Air Chevrolet for Sigma Performance Services. 35 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Spencer Gallagher. Starting 24th, now for the cars that made laps. Driving the number 72, Rayum Brothers Racing Engineering Chevrolet for Strike Mamba Racing. 34 years old from Highlands, Canada, Jonathan Rayum. Starting 23rd, driving the number 05, Shockwave Marine Suspension Seating Toyota for Shockwave Motorsports. 75 years old from Sydney, California, David Smith. Starting 22nd, driving the number 51, Texas Law Book Chevrolet for Strike Mamba Racing. 22 years old from Wellesley, Massachusetts, Blake Lothian. Starting 21st, driving the number 68, Rod Renovations, Inc., Pedroncelli Mobile Bottling Chevrolet for Rod Racing. 59 years old from Sonoma, California, Rod Nealand. Starting 20th, driving the number 17, LSI Logical Logistics LLC, MMI Services Chevrolet for Cook Racing Technologies. 24 years old from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Kaylee Bryson. Starting 19th, driving the number 14, Advanced Auto Works, Corner Racing Engines, Chevrolet, for Davey Magras Racing. 58 years old from Phoenix, Arizona, Davey Magras. Starting 18th, driving the number 52, Caliber Collision, Matos Transport, Hacienda Pools Toyota for Philpott Race Cars. 42 years old from Tracy, California, Ryan Philpott. Starting 17th, driving the number 3, Central Coast Cabinets Toyota for Central Coast Racing. 60 years old from Watsonville, California, Todd Souza. Starting 16th, driving the number 8, Deer Park Recycling Chevrolet for Quarterlay Racing. 44 years old from Russell, Massachusetts, Jeff Anton. Starting 15th, driving the number 5, Sherwin-Williams Toyota for Jerry Pitts Racing. 22 years old from La Center, Washington, Eric Johnson Jr. Starting 14th, driving the number 1, Jan's Racing Ford for Jan's Towing Racing. 19 years old from Madera, California, Robbie Keneally. Starting 13th, driving the number 13, Central Coast Cabinets Toyota, or Toyota, for Central Coast Racing. 19 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Tanner Reif. Starting 12th, driving the number 88, Shockwave Marine Suspension Seating Ford for Naki Clower Motorsports. 30 years old from Maui, Hawaii, Will Rogers. Starting 11th, driving the number 32, Van Dyke Recycling Solutions Chevrolet for Quarterley Racing. 64 years old from Westfield, Massachusetts, Dale Quarterley. Now to the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 71, Jan's Towing, Jan's Racing Ford for Jan's Towing Racing. 20 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kyle Keller. Starting 9th, driving the number 4, Impact Transportation, Phillip Brothers Fabrication, RJ's Paint Shop, Cardoso Toyota for Nascimento Motorsports. 24 years old from Manteca, California, Eric Nascimento. Starting 8th, driving the number 50, High Point Racing Race Car Factory Ford for High Point Racing. 29 years old from Agora Hills, California, Trevor Huddleston. Starting 7th, driving the number 6, Consonis Healthcare Toyota for Jerry Pitts Racing. 21 years old from Tigard, Oregon, Caleb Schrader. Starting 6th, driving the number 16, Weyerhaeuser, James Hardy, Timber Tech by Azek Chevrolet for Bill McAnally Racing. 24 years old from Loomis, California, Jack Wood. I also mentioned, looking back to the field, Huddleston in 8th is the highest starting of the 4 Fords. Starting 5th, driving the number 19, Napa Auto Care Chevrolet for Bill McAnally Racing. 24 years old from Middletown, New York, Christian Eckes. Starting 4th, driving the number 24, Vegas Fastener, Sigma Performance Services Chevrolet for Sigma Performance Services. 18 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Tyler Reif. Starting 3rd, driving the number 7, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 19 years old from Clovis, California, Corey Day, the highest starting of the 11 Chevrolets. Wait, hold on a minute. I think there's something wrong here. So there are 12 Chevrolets. Okay. There are still 4 Fords. Starting on the outside pole, driving the number 25, JSSI Toyota for Venturini Motorsports. 33 years old from Ashdod, Israel, Alon Day. And on the pole, driving the number 18, Starkey Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. With a pole time of 1 minute, 17 and a half seconds and an average speed of 92.43 miles per hour. 18 years old from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, it's William Sawalich. That is your starting lineup for today's General Tire 200.
Kilometers. It's where we get the General Tire 200 race distance. We're going to take a break at or around lap 32. No scheduled tire changes today, including at that break. You're going to run all 64 laps on the same set of tires. No fuel is allowed to be added before lap 20 here this afternoon. And should we need it, we will have one attempt at a one-lap overtime shootout. Let's hope we don't have to worry about that. But indeed, if we do go into overtime, one attempt at a one-lap shootout. There was a good look at the chute. Now the cars making their way into turn 7. Let's take a look at the keys to the race today. Going to want to keep all 4 tires on the asphalt. We saw what happened to Spencer Gallagher earlier today. He got off over in turn 10 and pounded the outside wall. So keep all 4 tires on the pavement. And they're going to want to keep all 4 fenders on the race car. Want to race the racetrack today. Do not want to get caught up in racing overly hard with the competition, particularly early in the race. That will burn those tires off the race car early and really despite you know, the cool systems we have in these race cars, it is really warm here today. You have to keep focused throughout the course of these 64 laps. Field now making their way through turn 10 down into the hairpin turn 11. Let me go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup here today. Get 26 cars on the grid. Field going to make a pass down through pit road to set their pit road speed.
All right, so now that's showing the starting lineup.
William Sawalich and Alon Day up on the front row. How about that qualifying run? Both of the days, not related, but both of the days.
Well, yeah, I would think they're not related, considering one was born in California, the other was born in Israel.
In the Spire Motorsports, HendrickCars.com car, qualifying third. Tyler Reif finished second here last year. Christian Eckes, 2019 ARCA Menards Series national champion alongside Jack Wood, both of Bill McAnally racing cars there in row 3. Caleb Schrader, Trevor Huddleston, the point leader, back in row 4. Eric Nascimento and Kyle Keller, second in the points, sitting back there in 10th position. Dale Quarterly, he had an off-track excursion in qualifying. He is very good on road courses, has a couple of top 5s in recent years, including right here. Back there in row 6. Tanner Reif won at Tucson alongside Robbie Keneally. Robbie is the only driver to finish in the top 10 in all 10 ARCA Menards Series, or excuse me, all 5 ARCA Menards Series races. ARCA Menards Series West races. Get it right, Charlie. So far here in 2025, we'll see if he can keep that streak going today. Eric Johnson Jr. alongside Jeff Anton. Jeff had a good run at Lamrock Park a couple of weeks back. Todd Souza. Todd's going to race in Europe. Yet this weekend, busy weekend for Todd Souza alongside Ryan Philpott, Davey Magris, Kaylee Bryson. We're going to keep an eye on Kaylee, our Body Spotlight driver. There's Rod Neeland and Blake Lothian back in row 11. David Smith and Jonathan Rayome back in row 12.
Do we have a row 13? I guess so. No. So I guess no Spencer Gallagher and no. Who's the other car? Or no, and no Nick Janides. Or maybe they'll show up as a DNF. No, I see Gallagher's car. So they had to go to a backup. All right, just 2 laps of pace.
So we will double them up and get set to go racing this time by 64 laps. William Sawalich, Alon Day up on the front row. And William has elected what would be the outside lane. And the lights are back out. Back on the pace car. We do have some cars that are out of position back in the field. Some of those drivers having to drop to the tail of the field, not in the right position. So we're going to put the lights back out on the pace car, or back on the pace car, and get everybody in their appropriate positions.
3.20. All right. From 89 to 87, most West Series races at Sonoma, then called Sears Point Raceway, were combination events with the NASCAR Cup Series. The only repeat winner in that time was Jeff Gordon, I think. Wait, no, he won 98 through 2000.
One driver in that time frame won more than once.
Ernie Irvin, 91. No, wait. No, Ernie Irvin. He won in 92 and no. I think it was 1992 and 1994.
And there he is.
I just did a video on him. I should know this.
1994, the driver of the Kodak Film Chevrolet. And
so don't forget to watch my video on all of Ernie Irvin's wins. He won 15 times, 7 in his 3 years, and 4 in his 3.5 years with Morgan McClure. For the next year, he won 5 races with with Robert Yates. Had his accident, was out for a year and a half, came back, and then those next 2 years won 3 more times, including at the track where he had his accident. That, of course, being Michigan International Speedway. And row 23, row 13 is there. So Spencer Gallagher and Nick Janides will be here.
Kaylee Bryson in the number 17 making her stock car debut.
Kaylee Bryson, first female to win USAC Silver Crown, first female to race into the Chili Bowl A main. She's done it twice, and it's the Trans Am champion in the SGT division last year. Although the SGT division is not very stacked compared to something like TA2. But I digress.
On Saturday night, she was the 2024 Trans Am SGT class champion. She's already picked up a couple of wins in the Trans Am XGT class so far here in 2025. So Kaylee Bryson, not only a very accomplished dirt track racer, really has built up quite a road course resume as well. Some mechanical issues on that 17 car in practice and qualifying, but Bruce Cook and the team getting those issues sorted out, and I believe Kaylee will be
pace car rolling off.
In our Bounty rookie spot.
As they said, it's 200 kilometers, not 200 miles.
Right, lights now off on the pace car.
They're getting ready to turn into turn 11.
Right turn. Just before turn 11.
It'll be 64 laps around the 1.99 mile road course in the mountains of California's wine country. They round turn 12, or they will. Come on, into turn 12. Here we go. We're green at Sonoma. Sawallich already clear in front of the cars. Quarter second and third. They head up turn 1, into 1 and 2. Up the hill. Tyler Wright from the 24 up to second. Not just William Sawallich, who has not won a race in any division so far this year. Alon Day is third. Corey Day is fourth. Here comes Jack Wood on Christian Eckes to get to fifth.
Down past the entrance to the carousel. Now down the chute and over into turn 7. Everybody trying to file down into single file through some of these tight corners. There was Eric Nascimento wisely giving up the ground there to Nick Janides, or excuse me, that was Will Rogers in the number 88.
There we go.
Streaming through turn 10.
All right, so I was just trying to make sure my setup was all good. Now that the race has started, I'll commentate a lap next time by, although Sawallich still has the lead, guiding the viewer through the turns. The leader will head into across the start-finish line. Make that left-hander into turn number 1. Then it's another right-hander as they go through the bend up the hill. Tyler Reif sticking with Sawallich as they do this. Next up is 3 and 3A, a left then right-hander, a mini S if you will, as they continue to go upward. Then it's a long sweeping right hand. Well, not really necessarily long sweeping right hander, but a sharp right hander, maybe about 70 degrees. They go down the chute and now into 7 and 7A, a much sharper turn. Then into the actual S's, 8A, 9, 9A, 10.
Racing with home stater Corey Day in the number 7. Corey, noted for his dirt track accomplishments.
Corey Day sticking with Alonde pretty well.
A couple of wins in Kyle Larson's High Limit Sprint Car Series so far here in 2025. He is going to go to school on one of the most accomplished road racers in the field, Alon Day, a 4-time NASCAR Whelen Euro Series champion.
Though now I think it's called the NASCAR Euro Series. Looking at Alon Day's record, I believe he has something about 25 wins in Europe.
And Alon Day there in third. Alon led some of the ARCA Menards series.
He has
race
32
at
wins.
Lime Rock Park
Looking at
a
his
couple of weeks
record,
back. Missed pit
wins
road
at,
the
let's see,
midway break. Had to drop to the tail of the field,
2015,
but raced his way
he
through
won
the
at the
field
Autodrome
all the way up
dell'Umbria,
to second
twice
place.
at Circuit Zolder in Belgium. Umbria was in Italy.
Without the help
2016, a win at Vallelunga,
of any
a
caution
win at Brands
flags,
Hatch,
finished
a
just
win
6
at
seconds
Adria.
behind
That's also in Italy.
Thomas
Brands Hatch also
Annunziata,
the
so
UK. Vallelunga
a
also
very
Italy.
accomplished road racer.
2017,
Right
a
now,
win
we
at
have
Brands
to believe
Hatch.
Alon Day
2 wins
just
at
kinda
at
riding around
Autodromo
there.
di
Again,
Franciacorta
have to finish
in
the race
Italy.
with the tires that
One
you
at
started
one at
on, so it
Zolder.
doesn't really
That was his
pay
first championship year.
to
2018,
get out there and
2 wins at
thrash that car
Vallelunga,
around here.
one
It's
at
early going,
Franciacorta,
so Alon Day,
one
I
at
believe, gonna be pretty content to
Tours
sit here
Speedway in France, an
run
oval.
back in third.
A win at Hockenheim.
Right now, Corey Day gonna go to
2 wins at
school
Zolder,
on
Hockenheim, Germany.
driver the number 25.
It's 2019, and also 2018 his second championship. 2019, 2 wins at Franciacorta, a win at Brands Hatch.
The protege
2020, a win in
of
at Circuit Zolder,
series
a
champion
win at Grobnik in the Czech
Larson.
Republic. We got a stopped car. That is Eric Johnson Jr. and number 5, Sherwin-Williams Toyota.
Jr., one of our championship contenders.
Oh, Lord.
With
He is not a
Powers here,
championship
the early
contender.
going. Joe Contreras in the flag stand, keeping a close eye on
Oh,
what's
there he
going on,
looks
and
got
it
going.
looks like
See, Tanner Reif and Robbie Keneally battling for the 14th position.
battle for position.
Looking more at Alon Day's winning record.
Tanner Reif,
So
the number
Grobnik,
13,
he won 2 races at Valencia, won another championship. 21 wins at Brands Hatch, a win at Autodrome Moss in Czech Republic, and a win at Zolder. His last season in the series, 22, a win at Valencia, a win at Brands Hatch, a win at Vallelunga, a win at Moss, and a win at Grobnik. Oh, Grobnik's in Croatia, not Czech Republic.
Currently second in the ARCA Menards Series
But
West
it's
championship
over
standings.
8 years of incredibly accomplished record
Well, he
across
only led
the
two
across the
at
pond.
Tucson, took the lead coming to the white flag, really played the tire conservation game to absolute perfection. We'll see if he's able to do the
Sorry,
same here today
channel
on what could be
is
another tire
alright.
conservation game.
Race is on. This is live.
As we see one car dive off onto the pit entrance there. I believe that was Tanner Reif's teammate, Todd Souza. Thought it was Todd Souza. Dip to the left there, coming into turn 11. So
Todd Souza on pit
unfortunate
road.
break for Souza in the number 3.
Ryan Philpott is is closing in on those two.
Is this now the battle for 13th and 14th continuing?
Seeing the 13 hop on the curve there.
Robbie in that number 1 car. The only driver
So Sawallich's beginning to pull away from Tyler Reif. Honestly, I would have been really surprised if Sawallich would lose this one.
Back up to the front of the field, and look at this. William Sawallich stretching
He's good on road
lead
courses.
advantage.
It's
Now
about time we
1.5
started to
seconds
perform.
in hand over Tyler Reif.
25th in Xfinity
In
standings.
second. There's a look at William Sawallich's accomplishments here in the ARCA Menards Series platform. 2-time ARCA East champion, 13 career ARCA Menards Series wins, 7 East Series victories, and 3 victories here in the ARCA Menards Series West. Coming into this weekend's activity, sits 25th in NASCAR Xfinity Series standings.
There's
So
Spencer
look
Gallagher.
at Spencer Gallagher.
Where's he up
in the
to?
number 23 car. Spencer in the backup.
That's awesome.
automobile
Smoke coming
after
out. He's
getting
up to
into the wall
18th.
right there earlier
So he
this
passed
afternoon.
Davey Magras. But that car looks like it's leaking fluid or something.
Spencer making a return to racing after several years off.
No, now it's blowing up.
Coming up with Joe Ferre, and there we see some smoke. out of the
Something is
back car,
happening.
number
The two
24.
McAnally teammates battling. They're in the chute. Eckes to the inside of Jack Wood. Fifth for fifth.
Christian Eckes in the number 19 to the inside. He's going to take that spot away from Jack Wood. So move Christian Eckes up into the top 5. Jack Wood back in.
We're coming up on a lap car there. I saw a dark car. That is the number 05 of David Smith getting lapped onto the 6th lap.
The 05. See, completely different attitude on the 19 car and the 16 car. The nose of the number 19 way up off the racetrack under acceleration. Meanwhile, the 16 car keeping that nose pretty close down onto the racing surface. So vastly different setups within the Bill McAnally Racing organization. There's a good look at Jack Wood in the number 16. Both of these drivers competing in the NASCAR National Series. Of course, Christian Eckes racing for Colleague Racing. In the NASCAR Xfinity Series, Jack Wood.
You got Huddleston, then Rogers, then Keneally.
NASCAR Craftsman
Or no, that's
Series
Keller.
organization.
So that's 7th through 9th. All in
First
a
look at
kind
the
of a
points
small
leader
little
so
pack
far
there.
Today, Trevor Huddleston sitting back in 7th.
Huddleston, no, Rogers was trying to make the move. No, that was in the chute.
Knocking the
Just
back
wasn't
door,
close
Will
enough.
Rogers
But
in
he
the
rode that
88.
inside lane.
There's Kyle Keller in the number 71. Of course, Huddleston and Keller both in the top 3 in the championship standings. Huddleston's got 11 points over Kyle Keller back in 3rd. Will Rogers, a former winner here at Sonoma Raceway, going to victory lane.
Rogers again really wrapping that corner of the turn 11.
Climbing aboard the number 88 for team owner Mike Nake here this weekend. Couple of cars off the racetrack. Eric Johnson Jr. We saw the number 5 car.
So the 5 is now on pit road, I guess.
They are working on rear end issues.
What about
unfortunately Nick Janitis in the number 77 car for Joe Nava. That car on pit road as well. Nick making his return.
Started last. Looks like I'll finish last.
After almost a full year away, Nick been battling some health issues. Good to have him back with us. Hopefully the first of many times we'll see Nick Janitis back. Tough day for him here today. So we'll see him back in action next time the West cars take to the racetrack. Good battle for position. 7th, 8th, and 9th up for grabs right here. Working their way through turn 9. Long sweeping left-hander. Down into turn 10.
We'll see another lap car ahead of them. It's a white car. Oh, maybe is that Eric Johnson Jr. coming back
Trevor
out?
Huddleston and that High Point Racing team. Boy, they have been on fire.
No, that is. Wait.
I'm going to say about the last 12 months.
Is that the 72? I thought they taped the numbers on.
Of 2024 and.
Oh, so they couldn't do the tape numbers. So that is that's Jonathan Ryu.
Impressive record. 2 wins so far this season. Of course, 2 wins in the second half of last season. He's finished in the top 5 4 times already, and look at that total laps led. 248 laps led. An average finish of 4.4. Stats like that, no wonder he is leading the way in the ARCA Menards Series West Championship standings. Of course, his father, Tim, the promoter at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway, also promoting racing up at All-American Speedway in Roseville, California.
Right, not to be confused with New River All-American Speedway, now known as Coastal Plains Speedway.
This battle between teammates continuing. Jack Wood going to dip the nose to the inside, coming down into the hairpin. Can't make it stick. Christian Eckes continuing to hold on to the 5th position. Christian out here to race in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race coming up here tomorrow afternoon. These 64
Of course,
laps.
Eckes, McAnally was the team he drove for in the truck series for the last 2 years.
Racing team.
We have a slow Kaylee Bryson.
Kaylee Bryson in the number 17, and it does not look like that car is under power.
Pulling off to the side in 7, and that thing I just saw it belch out some brown smoke.
Get it refired.
Oh, there we go.
Looks like she does have that car back under power, so a tough break for Kaylee Bryson. She's going to get passed by that battle for 5th and 6th. So unfortunately, Kaylee not on
War lap track. Looks like Sawalich
as our leader, William Sawalich,
lapping the cars. Let's see. Well, Eric Johnson Jr. and Janite had Mechanic had his gremlin. Nick Janites barely started. David Smith a lap down. Spencer Gallagher a lap down. Todd Souza a lap down. Jonathan Reume a lap down. Blake Lothian a lap down. Kaylee Bryson a lap down. Davey Montgrass a lap down. And Rod Nealand a lap down. So 16 cars on the lead lap. Notably, Gallagher was up to 18th at one point, but now went to 20. But now is in 23rd. I pointed out the smoke earlier, so that would explain that.
These two drivers, Christian Eckes and Jack Wood. You know, it's a big point of pride to be the driver within the same team that is
better,
highest up on the running order. And right now, Jack Wood does not want Christian Eckes to have that distinction. He gave up that position a couple of laps back, and he has not given up any ground at all. In fact, he has made a couple of attempts at trying to work his way past Christian Eckes. Jack Wood wearing out that back bumper on the number 19 car. Christian Eckes, of course, the 2019 ARCA Menards Series champion. 7 career ARCA Menards Series wins. Boy, he had a terrific run.
And the only Venturini champion. It was the first in sitting
championship last year.
Bill Venturini himself. Jack Wood to the inside in turn 11. He'll retake 5th position.
Jack Wood, finally, after wearing out that back bumper the last couple of laps, he's going to slip past and retake.
What happened? The feed just stopped.
Position.
Let me reload that. That was weird.
Second advantage over Tyler Reif, Alon Day, Corey Day, and now Jack Wood rounding out the top 5. 11 laps in the books, 53 laps yet to go. Here's a look at William Sawalich in the Joe Gibbs Racing number 18. Crew Chief Matt Ross and that team have had a terrific season so far. A couple of wins with Brent Cruz, including the ARCA Menards Series West season opener at Phoenix Raceway. That race in conjunction and combination with the ARCA Menards Series. Also picked up the win at Rockingham Speedway. Brent Cruz dominated that weekend as well. And they have done something that only one other driver has done in ARCA Menards Series East history. They have won the first 3 races of Max Reeves' career. 15-year-old Max Reeves, 3-0 in that number 18 car. And the other driver to do it, just on screen there a moment ago, Will Rogers in the number 88. There he is. Will Rogers in that number 88 car, the only other driver to win his first 3 starts of the ARCA Menards Series East. Did it back in 2017 and 2018. And look at this, Christian Eckes in the number 19 car. He has got company. Trevor Huddleston in the number 50.
Huddleston, you got Rogers, and we got, well, the lap Rod Nealons. I don't know what happened to Kyle Keller. He seems to have fallen off, way off that pack.
I don't know if
he's always behind.
Eckes is kind of in cruise control mode now or not, or if that car has perhaps some handling issues. But indeed, right now, Trevor Huddleston battling for the 6th position. He's brought Will Rogers with him. A close call out on the race course. Let's take a look at what happened. Ooh, the 16 getting trapped behind David Smith and Davey Magris. And ooh, David Smith, don't know that David saw that he was there.
Ooh. Well, he's out of the way now.
I think that's part of the reason why
but
Christian Eckes gave up so much ground there to Trevor Huddleston as well.
Now we're fighting. Eckes did lose.
Jump on the binders.
Anyway,
Eckes, those two.
Eckes, never mind.
Other cars kind of straighten out what they were going through there through the S's. right now. Trevor Huddleston going to try to take advantage of that. See if he can work his way past Christian Eckes. Looking to the inside down into turn 7. Eckes going to shut the door. Keep him at bay, at least for now. Good 3-car battle for position. Christian
Dennis
Eckes,
for 6th
Trevor
place.
Huddleston, and
I guess and 6,
Will
7, 8.
Rogers. Will Rogers, hometown, Maui, Hawaii. You don't hear that too often. Not too many Hawaiian-born NASCAR drivers. Will, one of
Huddleston, Rogers side by side. Eckes about 5 car lengths away.
Drivers on road courses.
Maybe
Right
4.
now, he's trying to work his way past Trevor Huddleston. Put alongside, and now he's got the preferred lane up into turn 2. So give that spot to Will Rogers. Let's see if Will Rogers now can chase down Christian Eckes and take over the 6th position. Eckes in 6th. Rogers now up to 7th. Huddleston back to 8th. One of the cool things about Will Rogers climbing back behind the wheel, he has got NASCAR Cup Series driver Eric Jones on top of the grandstand.
Because he is Eric Jones' spotter, so it's a reversal.
It's kind of a flip-flop. Will Rogers, the normal spotter for Eric Jones. Eric returning the favor for him here throughout the course of this weekend. Will also going to be in action in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race here tomorrow. See that live on the CW.
All right, 15 laps are done.
And Will Rogers closing in ever so slightly now on Christian Eckes in the 19. There is the ground that Eckes has given up to Jack Wood, his teammate there in the white and green, number 16. There's Kaylee Bryson in the number 17, dipping the nose inside of Davey Magris there in the number 14 car. Kaylee, our Bonnie Rookie Spotlight driver. She is currently scored back in the 18th position. That was 4 position. Both of those cars 1 lap down to the leader. First time Kaylee Bryson has ever been in an ARCA Menards Series race car. Vastly different from the Trans Am style stock cars that she races on road courses.
No duh.
And of course, way different than that USAC Silver Crown car that she normally races as well. There's a good look at Robbie Keneally in the number 1. Robbie currently sitting in the 14th position. Another battle for position. Kaylee Bryson picking him up and knocking him down. She's going to look to the inside of Rod Nealon in the number 68. Not perhaps the best passing zone right there down into turn 10. And I believe Kaylee Bryson.
The car off. That is Will Rogers.
How about this for issues? Will Rogers off the racetrack.
He'll fall to 9th. Oh, and he's 10th, and he's blowing up.
Some smoke out of the back of the number 88 car. So a big change up near
that
the
mechanical,
front of the running
or that, or
Will
just something
Rogers
else.
off the
Eric
racetrack and
Nascimento's
now
gonna get by.
showing
Yeah,
some
that car is
smoke.
slowing down.
He has got that car woed down. Not
Or
up
maybe
to
he's just trying to get
speed.
to
Don't
pit
know if
road.
There could be a tire issue, and he is going to
No. All
keep
right.
that car to the bottom side of the racetrack. Does not want to get
Damn.
up in the running lane at all. Oh boy, tough break for Will Rogers after racing his way up into the 7th position. He's going to pull that car off the racetrack
Yeah, he didn't even make
to
it.
the inside there of turn 7.
On the opposite
and
side of the
come to a
track.
stop.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be able to
So
reset
potentially
it
terminal
like
issues
Kaylee Bryson did.
for Will Rogers and the Mike Nake number 88 team. Just as we were keeping an eye on Kaylee Bryson, whose car also came to a stop. And that will put
And
us on the
caution.
caution flag for the first
After
time
the first
today.
17
Joker
laps
Sheriff.
were run under green. I'll be back in just a moment.
Workshop Promoter of the Year has been named the series director for the ARCA Menards Series West.
Starts today.
Take that position over starting today. So best of luck to you, Steve. Look forward to working with you throughout the course of the rest of 2025 and beyond. Good to have you on board. On what is a beautiful day. What a way to kick off his tenure. A terrific day for racing. Rod Nealon picking up the free pass under this first caution flag of the day.
Just completed 18 laps, 46 to go.
Make the lap around, and that will give us 16 cars on the lead lap. There's a good look at some of the folks tailgating and camping here at the racetrack. Everybody kind of taking a nice Friday afternoon off of work and joining us here for the first of two road course races.
And want to go to ARCA support race, ARCA West support
race. A great way
race.
to kick off a terrific weekend of racing. Of course, the NASCAR Xfinity Series in action here tomorrow. The NASCAR Cup Series cars, they do their practice and qualifying tomorrow. And then, of course, their race coming up on Sunday afternoon. So 3 full days of racing activity here at Sonoma Raceway. Appreciate you joining us here live on Flow Racing and on the NASCAR
19
channel.
Laps are complete.
You're watching live on Tubi, on
But
Samsung
still under
TV,
caution.
on Amazon Prime. Appreciate you joining us. ARCA Menards Series East race from Rockingham Speedway was shown live here on the NASCAR channel as well. So appreciate you joining us for the first time for the NASCAR the ARCA Menards Series West on the NASCAR channel. There's a good look at everybody filing up the hill down into turn 2. Haven't talked a whole lot about Corey Day in the number 7, but what an impressive performance by this young man so far here today. Corey, the protege of Kyle Larson. We've seen him pick up a couple of victories in the high limit sprint car series right here on Flow Racing, making the transition into full-bodied stock car racing. Not known at all for his road racing capabilities, but Corey doing a great job keeping that car up in the top 5. And they brought in some heavy hitters to kind of help with this operation this weekend. Former championship winning crew chief and the guy who is crew chiefing the driver who leads the ARCA Menards Series points, Shane Huffman, kind of overseeing the effort for Spire Motorsports here this weekend. Shane, of course, the team manager for Pinnacle Racing Group, and Brendan Queen. Butterbean has had a terrific season so far to this point. Shane Huffman trying to guide Corey Day to a top 5 finish. Got a pretty good start at it so far here today. There's Tyler Reif in the number 24 car. Saw him on screen for a moment. We saw Tyler battling for the victory at Phoenix Raceway earlier in the season. Had a real great jump on that, what would have been the final restart of the day, and some contact was made and that car got out from underneath him, and he really walloped the inside wall. And really all he needed was about another lap and a half, and he would have picked up his second win at Phoenix Raceway, and instead went home with a crashed race car. Tyler Reif picked up a win in the Legends Car Summer Shootout down at Charlotte Motor Speedway earlier in the week. So kind of getting that mojo turned back around. Let's see if Tyler is able to capitalize on that momentum. Of course, he did finish second in this race last year to Sam Mayer. Sam won the race driving.
Still under caution. Now 20 laps complete. It's taking a while. We are 12 away from the halfway break. Lights are still in the pace car. Now there's still one pace car, but this is taking a while. Jeez.
Still a long way to go. 44 laps yet to go. 12 laps until we get to that midway break. Tyler with the hand out the window, trying to get a little air inside the cockpit there. And you talk about a driver looking to get a little momentum. It has been a tough start to the season for William Sawalich in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Just 3 top 10 finishes so far. But William did pick up a 6th place finish, season best, on the road course at Mexico City a couple of weeks back. He's kind of back in his comfort zone here, back in the ARCA Menards Series platform. Already seen his statistics there. He has had a solid start to the day, hoping that that momentum carries on to tomorrow. He looked very strong practicing qualifying earlier today in that NASCAR Xfinity Series car. As the lights are out on the pace car, field going to double up for the first restart of the day.
Need to lie down for a bit.
Unlike the NASCAR National Series, there is no restart zone. There is a restart line. William Sawalich has to be the first car to that restart line.
All right, currently
restart to be judged good.
Sawalich has led every
Once
lap.
they get to that restart line, anything
Couple
can happen
mechanical problems with 23.
He's going to have to stay in line until they get to, and there is.
What's the other one I saw?
The restart line. The restart line is going to be the one with the 2 red marks on the outside wall. The first line of the restart zone is the official restart line.
Caution.
Keep a close eye on that. Make sure.
I can't remember what the caution for
is
Haley Bryson 17.
Restart line, but from there on out, Tyler Reif can do what he needs to do.
I'd rather not get a copyright strike, so no, I will not show the race.
Coming back to green to complete lap.
All right. In the restart zone, we're green at Sonoma. Restart on the restart line. Walsh with the inside lane will have the advantage, but Reif trying to stick to that outside. He gets the advantage in the 2. Can't stick it. Corey Day got a good start. He's up to 3rd. Can he get to 2nd? As they head into 3 and 3A.
In the number 7.
No. Reif gets by. Christian Eckes now up to 4th on this restart.
And now here comes Corey Day.
Corey Day at the inside heading into 4.
Slide, dip, and dive action. Oh, and look at that power slide.
Loose there by Tyler Reif. Day to 2nd. Eckes, oh, he does spin it. He spins into the dirt beyond turn 7.
And I thought for a moment he was going to take Tyler Reif with him. Eckes going to give up all kinds of track position.
Wow.
As he's got that car turned back around.
Don't underestimate the chute. It may be easier than the carousel. Oh, and Day goes off in the S's, or coming out of the S's.
Down into turn 7.
Man, you got it going, though.
Corey Day kicking up a cloud of dust right there.
Well, Tyler Reif is now back to 5th, with Jack Wood in 4th and Alon Day in 3rd. There's Dale Quarterly. I can't even know what position he's been in. He's just been there.
Corey Day and Alon Day.
So I'm going to the inside. Oh! Eric Nascimento and Kyle Keller. Keller's in 8th, Nascimento's in 9th.
From Bubba Nascimento there in the number 4. Those cars hitting the curb. Here comes Nascimento. He's going to try to stick the nose down to the inside.
I think he's going to get that nose, and he does. Nascimento to 9th, 8th. Oh no! To 9 and 4. As Keller will hold position. And he'll get the inside, entering 7.
Let's take a look at that replay. Last time around, down into turn 7. Keep an eye on the Napa car to the inside. Brake hopped it.
Yeah, he lost it on his own. But the 19 cut across the path of the 24. And Reif had to check up, and that's why he lost 2 spots.
Dropping from what could have been 3rd position all the way back to 16th. So Eckes going to have to patiently work his way.
Trying to work on Davey Magras. They get by him.
Does have another caution. We know there will be at least one more caution.
That's in 10 laps, though.
Lap 32.
We now completed 23.
There's a battle for position.
This is for the 7th spot. Dale Quarterly on Trevor Huddleston. Quarterly ran strong early in the Lime Rock ARCA race.
Number 50. Won a battle with Dale Quarterly in the number 32. And look at this.
Nascimento did get around Keller.
Past Kyle Keller. So Nascimento is going to take over the 8th position. Move Kyle Keller back to 9th. Here is that battle.
Battle for 6th in the
6th
chute.
and 7th up for grabs. Mentioned it at the top of the show. Dale Quarterly. Old age and treachery.
64 or 65 years old. I don't remember.
Youth and enthusiasm.
64.
A couple of top 5 finishes on road courses here in the ARCA Menards Series West. Of course, he's picked up
Rod Nealand on the inside of Blake Lothian.
Lime Rock Park. Ooh, Blake Lothian in the 51, almost launching that car in track.
Quarterly to the inside of Huddleston in Calamity Corner. He'll take 6th place.
He's going to move past Trevor Huddleston. Move Dale Quarterly up into 6th. Dale, one of those cars that had to go to the tail of the field for unapproved adjustments after qualifying, and he has steadily worked his way into a position where he can challenge now for a top 5 position. Speaking of challenging, in the top 5, there is the battle.
Tyler Reif is gotten by Jack
right
Wood
there.
for 4th.
Tyler Reif in the 24. He gave up a couple of positions when he got sideways.
Who's that
there
lap
in turn
car?
5, and
Oh,
then
that's Nick
he
Janides
drove up the
in the
racetrack
Performance
trying to miss
P1 Chevrolet. Corey Day and Alon Day maneuvering around him.
See which one is the best day. I'm having a pretty good day, but these two having a battle between themselves right here. Corey Day in the number 7, Alon Day in the number 25. You can hear those tires chirping as they are on
Alon
the
Day trying to
outer
pull to
edge
the
of
inside,
control
or thought he
through
was.
turn 10.
It's not now. Again in
Now
turn
into
11.
turn 11. Corey Day with a
Day,
defensive
Corey Day
stance
wrapping
right
that
there to
turn
the low
really
side
well.
of turn 11.
He'll hold on to position as we complete the 25th lap of today's race.
All about getting to lap 32, the midway break. They give these teams 5 minutes to come down on a pit road, make adjustments, but no scheduled tire changes. So I think that's what Alon Day is his main focus so far in the first half of this race, tire conservation. Wants to get that 25 car to the final 20 laps. He tried to take it to the front.
Dale Quarterly, oh,
Fourth, fifth,
yeah, the
and
inside,
sixth.
entering
Here comes
7,
Dale
and Dale Quarterly to 5th
Inside
place.
Jack Wood moved Dale Quarterly up into 5th.
Realized the leaderboard didn't start running again.
Dale,
Let
former
me reload it.
AMA motorcycle champion. Lots of
Hold on.
experience.
Let
in the
me
Arca
also,
Series East
Let's try something real quick.
right now. Trying to track down a top 5 finish here at Sonoma Raceway. There is a look at Christian Eckes.
Let's zoom out
Christian
fully.
back in the 15th position, has only been able to pick up 1 spot
There we go.
after that spin on the restart.
Now you can see the lap counter as well.
Like we might have seen Alon Day kick that 25 car sideways just a touch, as he is going to work his way around Corey Day. So move Alon Day up.
Alon
into
Day to second.
Corey Day back.
And that was in the chute. Or, I think. No, now that's
Could
entering the
be
chute.
right there. That move to the outside. A good candidate for today's
It's like for moving
races
around the outside.
of the
Usually
race.
it's almost
Don't forget,
always
log
the
on to
inside pass that you need
ARCARacing.com
here.
Monday, 3 o'clock Eastern time. See who we have
The
crowned
gap currently
today's
from first to
races
second,
of the race winner.
about 3 seconds.
Tell you another candidate might be Tyler Reif, avoiding certain disaster on that.
I even know.
restart.
Yeah, Will Rogers is off. Sorry, I don't know what I was
Giving up a
thinking.
little bit of ground on the racetrack. All 4 fenders still on that number 24 car. .4 seconds the gap between William Sawalich
That's
and
the caution. I
Corey
can't remember what the
Day.
caution was
Now,
for
Alon
actually.
Day, who has
It wasn't. I said it was for the 17, and
taken
it wasn't.
second position, and as a matter of fact, because he did make that pass, has given up a little more ground now, 2.9 seconds. So they gave up about a second and a half.
I can't remember. I was so out of it. I couldn't remember.
Battling for position. Let's see if Alon Day able to close that gap.
What was the caution for?
So we now have 5 to go until we get to that halfway break. Oh, we've got a car.
Oh,
sideways.
Dale Quarterly, no!
Oh no, Dale up in the top 5, gets turned sideways off of turn 5, and has made some pretty significant contact with the inside wall. Oh, and it is going to be.
Damn, that car is busted. He gets it going again, but damn.
For Dale Quarterly, there are a lot of damage to the left front suspension. Tough.
Like,
break
yeah, the left
for Dale
front quarter
Quarterly,
panel is
who had moved his way up
caved
into
in.
5th position.
The left front tire looks busted. I mean, tilted. Damn. Sorry, the caution was for Will Rogers. That was
I was hoping it was just kind of a glancing blow, but boy, that was some really significant contact. You can also see the rear end moved over in that car. Oh boy, a tough end to the day for Dale Quarterly. Let's take a look at what happened. And there, right there, the contact with the inside wall.
I missed it because I was typing a message to Dale Quarterly. Damn it, I missed the wreck. Thing is smoking. Oh! Well, Kaylee Bryson is slow now. Oh no,
there's Kaylee Bryson again struggling with that number 17 car.
There's Kyle Keller and Huddleston.
This is...
Eric Nascimento finally got to Huddleston. Keller is trying to follow the four. Can't do it yet. Huddleston is the championship leader. Keller, I think, is second in points.
Huddleston back to 7th. There's Kyle Keller sitting there in 8th. Let's take one more look at what happened to Dale.
Oh, Quarterly spun off the chute.
Turn 5.
No, in the chute.
Oh boy, tough break. Really significant contact there with the inside wall. Thought there may have been some contact that got him turned sideways, but unfortunately, as you can see on that replay, no other cars in sight.
What is Alon Day is catching up to Sawalich.
The 2.9 second
wow, that
turned into a 2.9 car length advantage.
Damn. Entering now for the chute.
In the 25. It is go time.
Go Alon Day.
In that number 25
you know, the Euro cars are a lot different than the ARCA cars if you ever look at them. I mean, he was Alon Day was second at Lime Rock. He's definitely eager to get to one up that.
We've seen anybody all day long, pun intended.
All on day long. I wonder if also lap traffic, I think, is coming up to Blake Lothian now in the Texas Lawbook Chevrolet.
We're going to move to the inside of Blake Lothian in the 51. Blake giving him all kinds of racing room down into turn 11.
Well, what's the time on that last lap? The last lap was a little bit slower. They've now completed, I think, 30 laps. They're 2 away from the race break. The gap is 0.6 of a second. And there's going to be a restart, so with a halfway break. So we'll see how that changes it.
Down into turn 5. That is the gap that they have opened up on Corey Day back in 3rd. Corey in the number 7. Now 5 seconds back of this battle for the lead. They work around Davey Magris.
So Wallace started to take off again.
Oh, Davey's going to drift up the racetrack. Ooh,
one day got around him,
job right there by Davey Magris, keeping that car on the pavement. I thought for a second he was going to slip off into the dirt right there.
And then the lead almost doubled there, back to 1.2 seconds. So I think Sawalsh just made a mistake. Eric Johnson Jr. like running right around Jonathan Marune we just saw there. And there's Robbie Keneally in front of Eric Johnson Jr. But Eric Johnson Jr. is a few laps down. He's 4 down, whereas Keneally is on the lead lap. Dale Quarterly on pit road now, 3 laps down. Or at least he was on pit road and is 3 laps down. And I will be back. So you'll get the audio coverage, but I will return.
Jonathan, 3 laps behind the leaders there in the number 72. Of course, the team owner for Strike Mamba Racing. Team car. 51 of Blake Lothian. Also 3 laps down. Those 2 the only drivers on that lap. Here we come. Through turn 9 into turn 10. turn 11. Coming to complete lap 32. You should see the caution flag. There is the cross flag signals. We are halfway home here. Cross flags by Joe Contreras in the flag stand. Once we get the top 10 through, we should see the caution flag displayed for the second time. There's the battle now for third and fourth. Tyler Reif making up some ground, and he's going to try to dip to the inside of Corey Day before that caution flag comes out. So we'll move Tyler Reif up into third position. Move Corey Day back into fourth. Good move right there by Tyler Reif. And indeed, there is the caution flag for the second time today. Halfway break here in the General Tire 200. William Sawalich has shown the way for each of the 32 laps that we have completed so far, but I have a sneaking suspicion once we go back racing, that 25 car of Alon Day gonna at least make him work for it. I don't know. I think we're gonna see a battle for the lead when we come back green flag racing. Corey Day giving up that third spot to Tyler Reif. Eric Nascimento racing his way up into the top 5 right before the caution flag coming out. So we'll get the field bunch behind the pace car. Then we'll bring them down onto pit road, give them 5 minutes to make any adjustments they need to make. Again, no tire changes under this pit procedure we are using here today. So they've still got 32 more laps to go on tires, but they can make adjustments, make any repairs they need to make, add some fuel. Get set to go. We'll be right back after this quick break. You're watching the General Tire 200 live on Flow.
What a hotel.
Right? And only $250 a night for my favorite site. What?
You didn't check Trivago.
I got mine for $155. You have to check Trivago.
Oh, yeah? Prove it.
On Trivago, you can compare hotel prices from multiple different sites.
Even your favorite one.
Look, same hotel, $100 less.
You didn't check Trivago.
I didn't check Trivago.
Check Trivago to compare prices and save up to 40%. Hotel? Trivago.
Which word below doesn't have an identical match? 50% of the people we polled answered that correctly. If you got that wrong, welcome to the dumb half.
The 1% Club, all new Tuesdays on Fox, and watch anytime on Hulu.
There's nothing about bull riding that is easy.
Keep going. Bull riding's a dance. Right in the middle of the dance, there's a fight gonna break out.
How's the bull riding going?
There's one that had a kid when he was 17.
How hard can you work? How much can you put into it?
Man.
Someone is going home.
Y'all cowboys, show off what you guys are made of.
Last Cowboy Standing, an all-new season. Streaming now on Fox Nation. Part of Fox American West on Fox Nation. Use promo code RODEO to get 30 days free. Sign up today.
welcome back to live coverage of the General Tire 200 live from Sonoma Raceway. Fans enjoying a beautiful day for some ARCA Menards Series West action. It's the field now making their way down onto pit road. Again, teams able to add fuel and make adjustments, but no tire changes under this break. And it does look like the Corey Day team, the Spire Motorsports crew, taking the right rear tire off to make an adjustment there. There's Kaylee Bryson in the number 17 there as well. Kaylee's been fighting some sort of gremlin on that car. That car is shut off on her multiple times. So our Bonnie rookie spotlight driver not quite having the day that she was hoping for here today. Kaylee currently scored back in the 17th position, a couple of laps off the pace. There's a crew member inside the cockpit there on Eric Nascimento's number 4 automobile. Rod Nealand in the number 68. Of course, we talked about Rod, the owner of Rod Renovations, a sponsor of that number 68 car. Rod also a firefighter, Sonoma County Fire Department, stationed just up the road from the racetrack. So the field gonna make its way back out onto the racetrack and get bundled up behind the pace car. Just clarifying the pit road rules. The modified live pit stop rules are in effect for today's race. So that means these cars will line up the way they came down onto pit road. As long as they don't get passed by the pace car, everybody going to retain their position. There you see the pace car all the way on the back side of the racetrack, so these drivers will have to hustle their way back around. We'll get them back in their appropriate positions. Some track services team on the racetrack getting rid of some of the rubber buildup, particularly through the S's right there. That is a very treacherous part of the racetrack. You get offline right there and you get up into those marbles and it could be a ride into the tire barrier. And of course, this racetrack repaved a couple of years ago. This is just the second season for the fresh asphalt here at Sonoma Raceway. Still very grippy. So the field now getting bunched up behind the pace car. Get them back in their appropriate positions. So William Sawalich will be scored as the leader. He is going to have a long day ready to pounce on this restart. And of course, Tyler Reif made the move into third just before the caution flag came out. So I think Tyler, who finished second here last year, Tyler Reif, going to be in pretty good position on this restart as well. Trevor Huddleston having a pretty good day of his own in the number 50. Gonna have a couple of cars move in front of him as we continue to realign the field, but Trevor just outside the top 5 as we get set to go back green flag racing. Not known for his road racing prowess, and of course one of the top short track racers, the ARCA Menards Series West. only finished in the top 10 once on a road course. 7th up at Portland International Raceway a couple of years ago. It would be kind of a moral victory for him to come out of here with a top 10 finish, but I will tell you what, he is knocking on the door for a top 5 here this afternoon. When you're battling the way he is with Tanner Reif and Kyle Keller, every point matters at this point in the season. So every position is a point. Every point matters for Trevor Huddleston, and for that matter, Tanner Reif and Kyle Keller. Tanner.
All right, I'm
in
back.
12th position.
Ready for the second half.
Kyle Keller scored in 8th.
I'm back. Excuse me.
We continue to follow the pace cars. We continue to work to get the field realigned. There's Eric Nascimento. He's going to work his way back up into the 5th position.
Not even getting one to go. Oh, wow.
An action-packed first half here at Sonoma Raceway, getting us set up for what we hope is an action-packed second half. Boy, a tough break for Will Rogers in the 88. Got some fluid on the rear tires. That car darted off the racetrack, and there is Christian Eckes almost taking Tyler Reif out with him. Eckes spinning out of 3rd position, and ooh, look at that. Dale Quarterly getting into the inside wall off of turn 5. There is the damage to the number 32 car. Going to bring an early end to the day for Dale Quarterly. And I'll tell you what, I think as action-packed as that first half was, we're going to see a little more action here in the second half. And this part of the racetrack right here, turn 5. Boy, even the pace car using all the racetrack right there coming through that corner. This part of the racetrack between turn 5 and turn 7, I think is where we are going to see some action on this restart. Alon Day will be alongside William Sawalich. Lights out on the pace car, so we will come back. Green flag racing with 27 laps to go. Sawalich and Alon Day on the front row. Tyler Reif and Corey Day back in row 2. Eric Nascimento, Jack Wood back in row 3. Trevor Huddleston and Kyle Keller, 2 combatants for the ARCA Menards Series West Championship. They're in row 4. Caleb Schrader, first time we've called Caleb's name today. He is alongside Robbie Keneally. Robbie looking to continue his streak of top 10 finishes. Those are the top 10 drivers as we get set to go back. Green flag racing. Chuck Welch bringing the pace car back down into the infield. Let's see what Alon Day can do with William Sawalich. Sawalich has to be first to the restart line. Coming up there.
All right, time to kick off the second half of the race. Work green again at Sonoma. Great start for Sawalich. He's clear up front. Day dives on the inside of Day. Corey on Alon. But Alon will have the advantage in turn 2. Can he hold on to there? Tyler Reif looks like he's going to get the 3rd. As a little snafu by Corey Day. Oh, we got a somewhat. Todd Souza is slow, way in the back. Keller and Huddleston side by side, entering the chute.
Keller alongside Trevor Huddleston. points contenders going at it into turn 7.
Lock up by Nascimento. Tried to nail it to 4th. Also, Tyler Reif has fallen back to 3rd place.
Reif gonna pull the crossover mover, retake that spot.
Keller is still ahead of Huddleston in 7th and 8th. Eric Nascimento is up to 5th. Holding 5th ahead of Jack Wood.
Tried to take that spot from Tyler Reif. Overcooked it a little bit down to
Nascimento goes wide again.
Overcooks it into turn 11 as well.
Also, Huddleston is behind Eckes now. Where's Nascimento now? He lost. I think he lost the position to Jack Wood, but he did not fall behind Kyle Keller. Todd Souza is slow. The 60-year-old from Watsonville, California.
Off track on the restart. Apparently some issues with the number 3.
You think?
Alon Day and Corey Day. Back at it.
Corey Day trying to chop that inside in the turn, in the shoot. But Alon holds on.
Couldn't quite make it stick. Thought there might have been a little contact there. Corey getting on the binders. Right now, they're going to have to kind of settle down and hope they can keep William Sawalich in sight. Sawalich has opened up 1.1 seconds. Actually, probably a little more than that as they have worked their way down the backside of the race course.
And that's because they're fighting for position.
Trying to sneak the nose of the 7 car underneath Alon Day. See what the gap is this time around. 1.7 seconds, the gap with William Sawalich. The 18 car, really good. Firing off after those caution flags. Here is a battle for position. Eric Nascimento in the number 4. He has got Trevor Huddleston in
Day trying to move to the inside again, loose off the turn.
Talk about wearing out the back bumper. Here comes Corey Day.
Now Corey Day almost going to move around the outside. He's been able to stay so close with Alon.
Can't make it work. I believe right now the 7 car might be just a tick quicker than the 25.
Good adjustments made during the halfway break.
All of that vast road racing experience, all that knowledge to keep Corey Day in his rearview mirror.
Corey Day wrapping that inside really well, better than Alon Day. Give him a little bumper tag there.
Some damage to the right front suspension on Todd Souza's number 3.
2.8 is the gap.
He has brought that car down on pit road.
40 laps complete of the 64.
4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. How about Christian Eckes?
Keller's got up to Jack Wood, trying to send it almost in turn 3.
Eckes in one of the 2 Bill McAnally racing
in the 4.
entries. Number 19 led by
Eckes trying to send it on Keller in turn 7. Keller forced on the outside. Contact there. Hops the curves and Eckes to 6th.
So move Eckes up into 6th. Kyle Keller back into 7th.
Jack Wood still trying to fight Tyler Reif for 4th.
Racing entry. Jack Wood trying to find some racing room to work his way around Tyler Reif.
Jack Wood looks like he's going to pull the inside move in the Calamity corner. Out breaks the 24. And Jack Wood goes to P4. Eckes trying to follow him around the inside. They're almost side by side. Now it's barking up the bumper. The 16 on the 19 on the 24.
Remember the keys to the race we talked about earlier. Keep those tires on the racetrack. Keep those fenders on the race car. And keep cool inside the cockpit. Eckes had that little slip down right here into turn 7 about 20 laps ago. But he has kept cool inside that race car. He has stayed focused on the job at hand. And right now, he is trying to race his way back into the top 5. There is the wild child, Kyle Keller in the 71. Got a good bird's eye view of this battle. Battle for 5th. Does not look like that 24 car of Tyler Reif getting through turn 10.
Ooh, Eckes giving a bumper to Tyler Reif. Will they be side by side in the turn? No, they won't. Oh, they are side by side. Loses the side by side, entering 1. Oh, now they're entering 1. It was Chrome
horn coming into play
right
there through turn 11. Christian Eckes out of Middletown, New York.
In the Hudson Valley, basically. No, I think it's Hudson Valley.
Number 19 for Team Motor Bill McAnally.
I think it's Orange County.
2019 ARCA Menards Series National Champion. 7 career ARCA Menards Series wins. Looking for career win number 1.
Eckes to the inside in the chute.
He's going to stick the nose to the inside of Tyler Reif through turn
Reif trying to hold them off, but they're side by side as they enter the S's.
Drag race is on. Reif not wanting
Reif
to give it up.
holding on to 5th.
Look at that. He held
And
him
Keller
off
is
one
back in
time.
it too. Jack Wood, by the way, has just pulled away from the street.
Let's see what happens here through turn 9.
The gap is going back down between 1st and 2nd. It's gone down by about 0.6 of a second. The gap now between 1st and 2nd is 2.2 seconds. Eckes to the inside again in Calamity Corner. Gets side by side.
But Eckes muscles his way past.
Does he though? Reif will have the inside entering 1.
Race their way back up the
And
hill.
up the hill.
1 and 2.
This might be it for the 24.
Here comes Kyle Keller.
Not only will he lose position to Christian Eckes, Tyler Reif trying to get by, but Tyler Keller's trying to get by. Tyler Reif holds on in 6 as they head up through 2.
He can pick off a couple of positions.
Up 3, excuse
a couple
me.
of spots between himself and Trevor Huddleston. Huddleston, you see him lurking behind.
Inside lane for Keller in 3 and 4 and 7. Here's Huddleston, by the way. He passed Eric Nascimento. They're getting it 3 wide with the lap car of David Smith. But the 50 is closing, and Keller is around Reif.
Keller, that position.
2 positions.
Keller having a great day in that Jan's Towing number 71. Team Motor Jan Qualkenbush making a big investment here in 2025. Kyle out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Ryan Kaiser overseeing that number 71 team. Kyle
Okay,
coming
Tanner
into
Reif
today's
is
action
2nd
third.
in points, actually.
The ARCA Menards
Keller is
Series
3rd,
West
11
standings.
behind. Eric Johnson Jr. 15 points behind. And Keneally is
He's trying to
18
keep
behind.
Christian Eckes in sight. Eckes is driven away from Tyler Reif. Boy, that's a tough place to pick
Looking
up
at the
some
gap
lap
again.
traffic.
Okay, it's gone up to
Blake Lothian in the
2.5.
51 right there. Cause Keller to give up some ground.
Where's Tanner Reif? He's been nowhere. Hold on, let me also look at the leaderboard. Tanner Reif is in 12th.
Right there
Eric
on
Johnson's in
screen.
20th, 4 down.
Kyle Keller in the 71, coming into today 3rd in the standings. There is your leader, Trevor Huddleston, in that blue number 50.
20 to go, by the way.
We have not really seen the other driver involved in that battle for the points lead, Tanner Reif, Tyler's older brother. Tanner's having a pretty quiet day so far, back in the 12th position.
One of these cars has a different sounding engine. Tyler Reif in the inside of Keller. Side by side. Son of a bitch. It froze up. Reif holds on. Reload it again.
There is that battle. 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Way back. Let's look at. Is that 9th, 10th? No, that's 9th with Keneally.
Streaming through.
Keneally's a ways back in 10th.
The other driver involved in our championship tussle.
Well, there's Tanner Reif. He just got around that Robbie Keneally. Caleb Schrader is now in 10th in the number 6 car. Also notice that Tanner Reif has a Mustang as opposed to the Ford Fusion.
Also out of Las Vegas, Nevada, team owner Kelly Souza. The ARCA Menards
The wife
Series
of
West
Todd
Championship
Souza.
winning team owner in 2024. Chief, my
Okay,
buddy,
Trader is
Studios.
just ahead of him.
Keeping an eye on things for the number 13 team. Tanner coming into today's second in the
Oh,
points
the gap's
line,
down to
points for the lead.
1.47. Half of what it was about 5 laps ago.
Right now, he is going to give up a couple of spots. Excuse me, a couple of points to both Trevor Huddleston and Kyle Keller, unless he's able to pick up a couple of positions here. Ooh, look at that. Dirt tracking it through turn 10. Tanner Reif sitting back in 11th. Checking in at the front of the field, there is Alon Day in the 25. Ooh, getting those left side tires down into the dirt. He works his way to the inside of John.
I love seeing those cars almost have to drift through turn 4.
Alon Day sitting 1.4 seconds behind William Swalich. Swalich.
Missing of the physicality required to wheel these cars around.
That we saw him build
Gap's
up there in the first half of the race.
1.888 now. Well, it will be after this
You have
lap.
to wonder again, is this Alon Day going into tire conservation mode? Still a long way to go. Still 18 laps to go. And you have to get those tires. The tires that you started with are the tires that you're going to finish with. You have to get them to the end. I think Alon Day still might be in tire conservation mode. And I say that, and he was the fastest car on the racetrack last time around. Sawalich answering him this time by. Sawalich building up another 1/10 of a second that time by. Actually, 4/10 of a second that time by. Now 1.8 seconds the lead. Corey Day in third, but he is 8.7 seconds back.
Low car, that might hurt.
15 drivers
18 a
continue
bit.
to be shown
That
on
is
lead
the
lap.
what car is it? That is Davey
There
Magras.
is Rod Neeland in the 68. Rod,
68.
final driver scored on the lead lap. He's picked up the free pass a couple of times today. Looks like he's going to fall off the lead lap one more time. And when that has happened previously, we've seen the caution flag come out. Don't know if Rod's luck going to continue to hold out. Right now, William Sawallick.
That's a humongous tire save if he's really saving. He just lost a second. It's back. The gap's now back to 2.7 seconds.
Sonoma Raceway.
Unless this time he actually got held up by the lap cars. He just got past both of them.
Take a look at some fender rubbing down.
Teammates, Caleb Schrader and Eric Johnson Jr. My God, what are these morons doing?
Overcooked it just a touch coming down into 11. Body checked his teammate there, Eric Johnson Jr. Caleb Schrader, you know, that's not a battle for position. Unfortunately, Eric, a couple of laps back, in fact, 6 laps back in 20th. Caleb Schrader sitting back in the 10th position, but boy, you hate to see that amongst
Entering the
teammates.
last quarter of the race, 16 to go.
As we close in on the finish here in the General Tire 200. Trevor Huddleston there in the number 50, holding on to the 8th position. No pressure from behind right now. Trying to keep Kyle Keller in his sights. Kyle has moved up into the 6th position. There's Kyle Keller right there, the black and yellow car just darting out of frame. There's Kyle Keller. Kyle coming into today 11 points back in 3rd in the standings. He's going to pick up a couple maybe. If things stay the way they are. There's a possibility with
15
Tanner
to go.
running outside the top 10 that
Gap
perhaps
is
Kyle Keller could move into the
2.9.
2nd position
Okay, yeah, those.
in the West standings. There's Rod Nealand in that number 68. Davey Magris there in the 14. Rod, keep those tires on the racetrack there, buddy. Rod doing a good job today. His first start since this race last year. Rod sitting back in the 15th position. Here comes Christian Eckes in the number 19. He's going to look to the inside of Davey Magris. And look at that. Here comes Kyle Keller slowly closing in on Christian Eckes.
He's got Eric Huddleston
Keller looking to
running him down. Oh, no.
His
Oh, wait.
streak of top 5
Oh, wait, no. Is that
finishes.
is Davey Magris. Never mind.
Other than the season opener at Phoenix, Kyle Keller been in the top 5 each and every week. David Smith in the 0-5. Ooh, close call right there for Kyle Keller going into turn 10. Thought he was going to make some pretty significant contact there.
All right,
David
14 to go. The gap
saw
is
him coming.
2.1. 8/10 gain on that last lap for a long day. Something I like about this track, especially with thinking about turn 4, it's so easy for a driver to make a big mistake. Unlike a lot of the, I feel like unlike any of the other tracks,
Kyle Keller, 3 runner-up
it's like you
finishes
could
so
get it
far
wrong
here
in one of the uphill turns. I think
2025.
some of it because it's partially blind. You could overcook it in 4 if you don't get your car
when you
straightened
start
out.
stacking
You
up
can
those
mess up
second-place
Calamity
finishes,
Corner
you
and go
gotta
wide.
figure that win right around the corner. Here's a guy that has had his share of trips to victory lane. William Sawalich in the number 18 car. Like he's
Tanner Reif and Eric Nascimento. This is for the.
he is
This is
having
for.
it his way.
Wait, this is
Today,
actually for
as this is
10.
now
Where's
the battle
Schrader is in. Caleb Schrader's up to 9th.
between
Tanner Reif to the
Nascimento
inside
and
of
Tanner
Eric Nascimento. Can't get there.
Tanner trying to
Nascimento's
make
will
his
hold
way
on in
into the
10th.
top 10.
They got to get around
Those
Davey
two cars
Magris.
made some pretty significant contact there going down into turn 5. Tanner Reif aggressively trying to work his way up into the top 10.
Lost a bit of ground there. Lost a bit of ground there. Right.
Davey Magris
13 to go. The gap is
in
caution.
amongst a lot
Which
of
I guess we'll
pretty
find out what the
heated
caution's
competition
for.
on the racetrack
If we're going
the
to see
last
it
couple of
here.
times
No.
through the S's. It did. It got a little physical down here into turn 5. Let's take a look at what happened. Here comes Tanner Reif.
Whoa, my
He's gonna
God. He
dirt track his way over the berm there.
trying to evil
I'll tell you
Knievel
what,
that crap. Damn.
This looks going to be even more spectacular.
Woo-hoo! I think that's the same place where Jeff Jefferson had his. Oh my God.
A big
Robbie Keneally. We got a tire rolling off.
And that is Robbie Keneally in the number 1. The right rear. Oh, tough break for Rod Nealand in
The 68 or Rod Nealand.
Caution out
Jesus.
for the 3rd time.
Damn. That's in turn
Boy,
1.
Significant damage on both of those automobiles. I just said Rod Nealand having a great day. And Robbie Keneally, boy, that car is trashed. A lot of damage on the 68 and on the number 1.
I think both
Take a look at
cars
what
lost
happened.
a wheel. So this isn't okay. Across the finish line. What the heck was that?
Oh, the 68
Eric Johnson
together
Jr.
with the
just
number
wrecked.
5 and the number 1
He
of
he
Robbie
wrecked him on
Keneally.
purpose.
Nowhere
So this
to go.
Eric Johnson Jr. spins Rod Nealand on purpose,
Oh, my goodness,
and when he
and that
spins, he
is gonna
collects
bring
Robbie
an
Keneally.
end to
What the
Robbie
hell was
Keneally's
that?
streak of top 10 finishes. AMR safety crew on site. They're going to take their time there with Rod Nealand. Also attending to Robbie Keneally as well. And And you can see, folks, on the left side of your screen, right about where that ambulance is parked, those barriers were straight about 2 minutes ago. And that is where those cars made contact, and there is. Oh, man, you hate to see that.
Do not. Please don't
Ryan
red flag
Nealon
it.
Just having a terrific day in that 68 car. And there is the site of impact right there. One of the safety crew members going to come down and make an evaluation.
There's Rod
Good to see
Nealon out of
Rod
his
out
car.
that race car. Good to
Let's
see
see if we can
that
get
right
Robbie
there.
out.
Damage to the
Rod Nealon
driver's
only does a
side
couple
of that
races
car.
a year. He was at the last
I know
race.
that is not the way he
I think
wants
that
to
was at
end his
Evergreen.
day, but boy, what a day it was up until that
Oh,
point.
sorry, it was Kern County.
We're gonna
Well,
step away for a
or
quick
maybe it
break.
wasn't
When we
his.
come back,
He
we'll take
wasn't
another look
there,
at that action
but his
and
team
reset the
was.
field
PJ
live here at Sonoma.
Pedroncelli.
Vehicle breakdowns are costly.
But now we have a. So now we're under yellow. Red flag. Yep, red flag to fix the barrier. Not back yet. Wait, hold on.
Tyler Reif celebrating
I'm
down
showing.
in Victory Lane.
I think they were recapping the wins in the season.
Who's it going to be this year?
Huddleston won at Kern County, and both races at Kern County.
Coming up
Brent Cruz at
Saturday,
Phoenix,
August
Tanner Reif at
9th,
Tucson,
live
Jake
right
Bowman
here
at
on Flow Racing.
Colorado.
Go to ARCARacing.com for complete event information. Still under the red flag after a grinding crash down in turn 1 between Robbie Keneally and Rob Neeland. We're going to take the opportunity to move some of those barriers back in place. That is how hard that crash was, folks. Let's take another look at what happened down there. Keep an eye on that number 68 car right there.
No,
the
it's
third
up
car
to Eric
in
Johnson
line.
Jr.'s
Eric
fault.
Johnson Jr.
He left
gonna
hooked
look
him.
to the inside, and I don't think Rod had any idea that Eric was going to look to the inside. And
Well, that had to be on purpose.
wow, right there. And Robbie Keneally with nowhere to go made some hard contact. And keep an eye on this angle right here. You're going to see exactly how hard this crash was right there.
Oh my God!
Oh my
And the
goodness.
one hit
Wow.
the wall on both the front and the back.
That one shows you just how vicious that hit was for Rod Neeland, taking a hit on both sides of that race car. And, you know, we were talking about what a great day Rod Neeland was having in that number 68. He was indeed having a terrific day, but that was going to bring an end to Robbie Keneally's streak of 5 consecutive top 10 finishes. He was the only driver in the ARCA Menards Series West who had finished in the top 10 in every race so far this season. And that streak, unfortunately, will come to an end today. Of course, he is also part of the Jan's Racing team, Team Motor Jack Qualkenbush. You know, I don't think I have ever met anybody in my life who has better luck than Jan Qualkenbush does at the slot machines. Unfortunately for Jan, tough break here for at least one of his race cars, the number 1 of Robbie Keneally, getting into the outside wall there with Rod Neeland, putting us under the first red flag of the season here, 2025 season for the ARCA Menards Series West. Also got a good look at my buddy Joe Contreras up on the flag stand. Want to remind Joe he owes me $5. There's my pal Joe Contreras. Joe, you owe me $5. Also want to give a shout out to my man Matt Humphrey here at the racetrack with us. Matt, part of the NASCAR comms team, picking up the diploma from Harvard University a couple of weeks back. Congratulations on that, Matt. Saw a great picture of him and my guy Ray Smith sitting in the press box watching the activities here today. Good to have Ray with us here today as well, keeping an eye on ARCA Menards Series West activities. And you know, this has to be one of the difficult parts of the day for these drivers. They stay focused, they stay in the game. Then we got to shut it down for track cleanup. Hard to stay focused, especially on a hot day like today. Right before we saw this accident here in turn 1, we saw this action down into turn 5. There is Eric Nascimento thinking he is going to make his way cleanly down into turn 5. And here comes Tanner Reif. And look at that. Buck and Bronco down into turn 5.
Wild
and
move.
You know the old adage, 8 wheels turn better than 4. Well, right there, Tanner Reif proved it. One more look at it right here, and I'll tell you what, this is my nomination for the Reese's Sweet Move of the race. Right there, Tanner Reif powering his way to the inside of Eric Nascimento. Boy, how spectacular was that? All 4 wheels off the ground. You can log on to ARCARacing.com Monday, 3 o'clock Eastern time. See who is crowned today's Reese's Sweet Move of the race winner. Gonna step away for another quick break. When we come back, we'll get back to green flag racing here at Sonoma Raceway.
I'm just gonna mute. While we're waiting for track repair to continue. I don't know. Oh, we're back to caution.
There is. We've got.
Rewatching.
Anything until you have seen a Saturday night at Bowman Gray Stadium. We have somebody jump through the windshield of another car last weekend. I think we did. Yeah, I think I saw that floating around on social. I've only ever seen that one other time. Toledo Speedway back in 2006. My guy Michael Simcoe jumping through the windshield there. But boy, you see that kind of stuff every Saturday night from the Madhouse, Bowman Gray Stadium, 7:45 live right here on Flow Racing. Good news, Rod Nealand evaluated and released from the care center here at
Sonoma
Sonoma
wreck
Raceway.
again.
This is why he was there. Keep an eye on the car, third in line. He's going to get a little shove there from Eric Johnson Jr. I don't think Rod had any idea Eric was looking to the inside, and wow, one big hit.
I mean, Eric Johnson Jr. was multiple laps down.
In the number one.
Rod was one down.
And boy, Robbie shearing the right rear suspension right off of that car. One more look at it. Coming down into one. There is that.
By the way, shout outs to some of the other drivers who have been able to.
Right there. Ooh. Moved both layers of those
two drivers who are still in the lead lap. Ryan Philpott in 12th in the 52, and Jeff Anton in the 8. Maybe he can get his second straight top 10 on a road course on the ARCA platform.
Under their own power. One more look at it from this camera right at the impact zone. There's Eric Johnson looking to the inside. Not a battle for position. Eric just trying to get up to closer to the front, and wow, just an incredibly heavy hit right there for Rod Nealand. And Rod, again, having just a fantastic day in that number 68 car. Hate to see it end that way for the member of the Sonoma County Fire Department. Right up the road here.
Oh, that's cool.
Raceway. Field back rolling behind the Toyota Camry pace car. William Sawalich continuing to show the way. Also getting reports that Robbie Keneally also evaluated and released from the care center. So good news. Both of those drivers involved cleared from the care center. So let's reset the field, folks. William Sawalich continuing to show the way. Alon Day in second. Corey Day in third. Jack Wood fourth. And how about that? Christian Eckes spun on the racetrack, gave up 11 positions, and he has worked his way finally back up into the top 5. We're going to have 8 or 9 laps to go yet when we go back green flag racing, so still plenty of time for Christian to work his way a little farther to the front. Kyle Keller scored in 6th, Tyler Reif in 7th, Trevor Huddleston, Caleb Schrader, and Tanner Reif round out the top 10. Looks like the lights off on the pace car coming through turn 7, so we will go back green flag racing with 10 laps remaining. And if Alon Day has been in tire conservation mode, I think it's time to go into go mode right here with 10 to go. We'll see what he's got on this restart. Give a shout out to my guy Brent Stover, watching live on the NASCAR channel back at home. Brent, of course, one of the voices of the NASCAR, or excuse me, of the ARCA Menards series over on Fox Sports. Good to have Brent watching today. Phil Parsons, also one of the voices of the ARCA Menards series on Fox Sports, watching at home as well. Good to have you guys watching with us as we get set for the 10-lap trophy dash to the finish here at Sonoma Raceway. William Sawalich has led the entire distance. Alon Day gonna try to take it from him on this restart.
All right, 10 laps to go at Sonoma. Into the restart zone. We're green again at Sonoma.
Clean restart, back to green. Let's see what happens.
Into the side by side. Sawalich is clearing turn 1. We're entering turn 1. Oh, someone, Huddleston was going in the grass. Keller trying to get to 5th on Eckes.
Everybody scattering behind.
Into 2.
Christian Eckes, they make contact.
Huddleston also side by side with Reif, who's up to 8th. Top 3 in the championship, running nose to tail.
Tanner Reif in the 13.
Whoa! Side by side for 2nd. The Days.
And look at this battle. Day versus
Corey Day up to 2nd.
Corey Day going to take over 2nd.
Alon Day trying to pass back on the outside, and the S's, they make contact. Alon Day takes back 2nd.
Alon Day going to retake the 2nd position. Some very physical racing on this restart with 10 to go.
But Sawalich been able to take off as a result.
And right now, they need to keep William Sawalich in sight. Sawalich driving off into the sunset.
Not a good turn for Alon Day. I think he got knocked out of the groove by Corey Day. He'll lose 2nd, maybe 3rd.
To Corey Day, and he's going to give up a 3rd to Jack Wood. Don't know if there was some contact.
Oh, there absolutely had to be contact. Alon Day wouldn't just whiff turn 11 like that.
Locked up the brakes and wheel hopped it a
Woo!
little bit. But in any case,
I was trying to hold on to 4th. Almost forced Eckes into the grass.
And boy, that is not the time to do it. Now just 9 laps to go here at Sonoma.
Outbreaking Jack Wood in the 4. Oh, he slams into him.
Shove Jack Wood up the racetrack.
He gets the 3rd.
So Alon Day going to try to retake 3rd. Who he's going to get a little help from Jack Wood.
Tanner Reif trying to get the inside of Trevor Huddleston. Can't get there.
Take one one more look at that action down.
Yeah, he
in-
shoved.
Ooh, there was some contact.
Yeah, he shoved him.
Corey Day giving Alonde a shove and moving him up out of the groove to take over second.
Alonde now in third.
Corey Day in second. Alonde in third.
He passed Jack Wood. Eckes might try to make a move on his teammate.
Kyle Keller and Trevor Huddleston.
Eckes gets a better entrance to 4. Hits the bumper. Or no, enters to 11, excuse me.
Kyle Keller, Trevor Huddleston, Tanner Wood.
Tanner Wright.
Tanner Wright, excuse me. All nose to tail within sight of the checkered flag. There is Jack Wood. Getting my drivers mixed up here. Jack Wood trying to keep his teammate behind him. Ooh, Eckes looking aggressive in the number 19. Turn 5, using up every inch of asphalt. Down the chute into turn 7. Tanner Reif, ooh, so close to that back bumper of the number 50 car. Looks like Kyle Keller in that black and yellow number 71 going to be able to latch on maybe to the back of the McAnally teammates. He's giving himself a little bit of a gap on Trevor Huddleston. A little breathing room there for Kyle Keller in that number 71. There's Corey Day up the hill through turn 1 into turn 2. Alonde trying to regain that lost ground through turns 3 and 3A. Now down the hill past turn 4 into what is technically known as
What's the
turn
gap
4A.
now? 6 seconds.
Take the
Yeah, that's
chute
over.
down into turn 7. Look at this battle. The McAnally Racing teammates going at it for 4th. Lots of good racing action in and among the top 5. Unfortunately, this all happening about 4.5 seconds behind leader William Sawalich. Let's see what happens now down into turn 11.
Alonde makes the move to the inside. He'll have the better groove.
Not going to need to.
Doesn't need to bump him out. And Alonde takes back second.
Alonde going to drive through cleanly. You see the damage to the back of the 25. That was when he gave up that second position just a few laps ago.
Now he just drives away.
Now the question is, does Alonde have enough time?
No, 6 laps. The game back
in the next
6 seconds.
6 laps to
No.
make up 6 seconds on the racetrack.
Eckes trying to almost bump his teammate off the road there.
Help to get up there and challenge William Sawalich for the lead. Here's the battle now. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Jack Wood, Christian Eckes, Kyle Keller. Keller looking to make up some ground in the point standings and looking to continue.
Now only gain 8
his
points.
streak of top 5 finishes. Other than the season opener at Phoenix Raceway, Kyle Keller has been in the top 5 each and every race. 3 of those.
4th and looks like what am I trying to say? Wood and Eckes are closing up to Corey Day. The gap now is not going to go down that much. Alonde only gained 2 tenths. They're getting around the lap car of Blake Lothian. Jack Wood to the inside of Day for 3rd. Can he hold it through 12? Side by side across the start-finish line. We have 5 to go. Wood will get it. Eckes trying to follow. Gets to the inside in turn 2. Oh, bumps him. Big bump there. And Keller will get to 5th. Day loses 3 positions in a span of 3 turns.
So Keller moves from 6th to 5th. Well, you saw that action inside the cockpit. Take one more look at it. Going up the hill. Wham! Hip check right there. Christian Eckes. Moving Corey Day out of the way.
Not so much fun when it's you, huh?
Some damage to the
You see that there's a bit of sheet metal
right side,
on
passenger side
the
of number
16,
car.
on 19.
Some corresponding damage on the left rear fender. It's not hockey season, but that was a terrific hip check right there by Christian Eckes in the number 19. See if Kyle Keller has anything.
All right, we have now 4 to go. The gap is
Boy,
6.
just a
It's
terrific
way over.
race for Kyle Keller in that number 71 car. Perhaps not going to get a season best finish, but this might be the best race Kyle Keller has indeed run all season long here in 2025.
Tyler Reif now in 10th. In that 24 for SPS, Sigma Performance Services.
National Series experience.
Cameras, there we go.
Down the hill into turn
McAnally teammates fighting again. Eckes to the inside of Wood for third.
Eckes to the inside of Jack Wood.
They remain side by side, entering the S's. Jack Wood trying to bump his teammate, but can't let. But he has to let him by. Eckes to third. Wood to fourth. Wallets. A 6 second gap, 6.5 second gap.
6.4 seconds out in
Oh my God.
in second. So Wallach has been virtually unchallenged.
Led every lap. So far, 61 laps led out of 64.
With this Joe Gibbs Racing team, has been the dominant force across the ARCA Menards Series platform so far in 2025.
Oh, wait, it's Keller! No! He stopped in front of the start-finish line! No! Is he out of gas or did his engine blow?
Could have been a top 5 finish, and that car is going to come to a stop just past the start-finish line, and that will put us...
No! No!
Today. Oh, my goodness, what a tough break for Kyle Keller.
Oh, man. That sucks. Is it out of gas or did his engine pro?
Oh, what a heartbreaker for Kyle Keller and that Jans Racing team. Poised to collect his 5th consecutive top 5 finish. And it would appear, based on the way he was weaving that car, it would appear perhaps he has run out of fuel within sight of the checkered flag. Oh, and he is saying, "Hey, hurry up, hurry up." He would like that. He would like that push truck to go about 50 miles an hour faster. The rest of the field gathered up behind the pace car, not all that far behind Kyle Keller in the 71. So unfortunately, even if Kyle able to get him back to pit road, very high likelihood he is going to fall off the lead lap here. Just an absolutely unfortunate situation. looks like the 71 car maybe, I don't know if he's still coasting after coming down the hill, but definitely requesting some assistance from the steps recovery team there. So the rest of the field not even into turn 7 yet, so there may be a chance Kyle Keller gets that car down onto pit road, gets a little splash of fuel, and is able to rejoin the tail end of the lead lap. Right now, 13 cars on the lead lap. There's Kaylee Bryson in the 17. Kaylee has kept her nose out of trouble all day long, despite the fact that that car has shut off on her a couple of different times. So she will pick up the free pass. That'll give us 14 cars, perhaps 14 cars on the lead lap for the finish. So we will come to complete lap 63. Scheduled distance is 64. So I believe this will put us into an overtime finish situation. So let's go over the overtime rules. Very simple. One lap and a green, white, checkered. One attempt.
Well, no, it's not. If it's one lap, it's more like a white checker.
Together, followed by checkered flag finish.
They only have one attempt.
Once the green and white flags have been displayed,
what will you do for a win here?
that is displayed,
We're gonna have at least one more lap of caution.
So there is Kyle Keller. He has come to the attention.
He's going
of the
again.
team. They have added some fuel. That car has come back.
He
to
ran.
life.
How do you?
Kyle
He ran
Keller
out of gas.
will be the 13th.
Damn.
In the running order, Kaylee Bryson will tag the tail of the field. Kyle Keller indeed will stay on the lead lap. He will have one lap to make up as many positions as he can and maybe continue his streak of top 10 finishes. He is going to need something biblical to happen here on this restart. If he has any hopes at all coming out of here with a top 5 finish. There's a good look at Alon Day in the number 25. Alon is a 4-time NASCAR Whelen Euro Series champion.
Well, I'm probably gonna say that right now. I think it's just called the Euro Series, opposed to Whelen Euro Series. Yeah.
His trip to the United States from his home in
So
Israel
Whelen became a sponsor from 2013 through 2024.
Spent 9 days trying to get from Israel to the United States. They had to take a boat across the Mediterranean, spent some time in Greece, eventually made it to the United States a couple of weeks ago, raced in the ARCA Menards Series race at Lime Rock Park a couple of weeks back, and a second place finish at Lime Rock. Sitting in second, coming to the final restart.
All right,
of the
it'll
day
be one lap to
at Sonoma
go.
Raceway.
Looks like so. It looks like it'll be 61 more lap than regulation. So I'm not even going to look at my thing.
He will have to be the first one to the restart line. We've seen Alon Day race physically when needed. Earlier this afternoon, we've seen Christian Eckes race very physically all afternoon in that number 19 car. What will we see when we get to the top of the hill and turn 2 on this restart? What will we see down into turn 5 on this restart? Coming to green for the final time of the day.
Pace car pulls off.
One attempt.
Just over. It'll be just under 2 miles to settle it here.
Here at Sonoma Raceway, William Sawalich into turn 11. He has to be the first car to the restart line. What does Alon Day have here on the final?
He has not been that physical on the restarts next to his lead to the leader. Here we go. We're green at Sonoma.
The drag race is on through turn 1 and up the hill.
Sawalich clears again in turn 1. Oh, gets bit of the bumper. What a bumper! He sends him off! Oh! But oh, who's gonna get by? 3-1! It's Eckes and Day! Oh, Eckes to the lead! Ah, Sawalich falls back to 4th place! Oh my god! Oh! Sawalich spins Jack Wood! God damn! I don't know why I expected anything less. I'm actually surprised Alon Day did that. All right. To the S's now. Oh my god. Eck is still dragging that piece of sheet metal. Sawalich is coming back though, so these two might want to hurry it up. Then into 9 and 9A.
Eckes all the way out back after a mid-race spin. He has raced his way through the field.
And a 10.
Final time into turn 10.
2 turns to go. 11's going to be the deciding factor. Day sends it around the outside. Into the Calamity corner. Oh, Sawalich back to the inside. Oh, they collide. It's going to be a drag race to finish line. Oh, they hit again. Out of the line. Oh, they hit the wall. Sawalich wins it. Ah! What the hell, man? God damn, Sawalich wins after that. Good lord. Oh my god.
William Sawalich dropped to 3rd.
How did he do that? My god.
After contact in turn 1, bided his time.
Well, first thing he's won all year.
You know what? I don't even know where he made the move, folks. I got to tell you.
Man, okay. That was whack. Well, Sawalich wins. What was the margin?
Take one more look at this.
By 6/100ths of a second. 7, really.
Look at Christian Eckes. Ping-ponged his way through the field. Jumps from 3rd to 1st.
It was in Calamity corner. 18 gave them bump to the 19, and the 25 also went wide. The 19 slams back into Sawalich. They head to 12. We're trying to make it 3 wide there a bit.
He's gonna bounce it off the wall.
A bare eye offender. Sawalich got it.
You could not have scripted that one any better, folks.
Good lord. Anyway, Eckes second. So Sawalich wins. Eckes second. Alon Day 3rd. Huddleston 4th. 5th is Tyler Reif. 6th is Eric Nascimento. Corriday in 7th. Kyle Keller in 8th. 9th place is Tanner Reif. 10th is Jeff Anton.
Actually fell back to 4th. Coming off of turn 2. Absolutely incredible finish. There's Matt Ross and the Joe Gibbs Racing team saluting their driver on the pit wall. And a well-deserved plume of smoke. And look at this finish, folks. There's Eckes trying to move him up the racetrack. Sawalich bounces it off the outside wall, stays in the gas. In a 3
That's
abreast
basically by a
finish.
car length.
Sawalich, Eckes, and Alon Day all about a car length apart. Coming to Joe Contreras' checkered flag. Unbelievable. And how about that? Trevor Huddleston sneaking through all that carnage to finish 4th. We we are going to send it downstairs to my man, Jose, who is going to grab a word with our winner, William Sawalich. Well, we'll let him get out of the race car, and then we'll get a word with him down in victory lane. But unbelievable, William Sawalich, perhaps the most improbable victory of this young man's ARCA Menards Series career, coming here tonight.
Christian, if you don't get the Hard Charger Award today, there's something wrong with this earth. That was an amazing run you had, my man. A long day, kept it strong the entire day, and kept William Sawalich honest, no question about it.
No, I'll listen to the interview for Sawalich.
Boy, I need to catch my breath after that one, folks. That was absolutely incredible. That entire last lap. The contact at the top of the hill there in turn 2 that sent Sawalich off the racetrack. Christian Eckes ping-ponging
Oh, we're driving to victory lane?
From 3rd to 1st. Let's take a look as we wait for Sawalich to get down into victory lane. Let's take a look. And there is Alon Day giving a little shove up the hill.
Big shove. Send him.
Sawalich goes off the racetrack. Keep an eye on the 19 car. He stays
What's
on
the middle?
Racetrack. Body checks his teammate Jack Wood, while he himself is getting body checked there by Alon Day. Sawalich dirt tracking it, trying to hold on to the lead. One more look at it right here. Right after they get underneath the bridge, right there. There was the contact. And they both go off the track. Eckes body slams the 25 and the 16. And then if we can let this play, once we get to the top of the next hill, there will be some contact between
What was
Sawalich
that?
and Jack Wood. And that sent Jack Wood off the
The
racetrack.
camera was terrible there. All right, now we're in victory lane.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know what part of that last lap it's going to be, but it certainly will be one of them. Log on to
Race's sweet move of the
ARCARacing.com
race.
Monday, 3 o'clock Eastern Time, and you will see which one of those crazy last lap moves will be the Reese's sweet move of the race. I think it's going to be this one right here. Great look at that final couple of corners. Christian Eckes might have overdriven it just a touch down into 11, way up the racetrack. He and Sawalich get together once. They get together twice. They're going to get together one more time right here. Sawalich is up the racetrack. You can see how much wheel he had to it. Bounced it off the fence.
All right,
Won
we're
the
here in
drag
victory
race to
lane
the
with
line.
William
We're going to
Sawalich.
send it
William, oh
downstairs
my
to
goodness,
Jose.
what a race. Looked like you'd lost it, came back at the finish line, took the checkered flag. How did you pull that off?
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely our race. It sucks it had to happen that way, but, you know, we did what we could to get our Starkey Camry in victory lane, so glad we're here. It took me a while to figure out how to do a burnout again.
Hey, a great burnout. So talk about the competition out there. You were out front all race, and then at the end, came so close to losing it.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened in one. I don't know if I've overshot
You got
it
bumped
or,
when
I'm
you...
pretty sure I got ran into. Yeah, I think so. But, I mean, it is what it is. It was a good race. Good race to the 25 and everybody else.
Awesome. Best of luck to you on your future.
All right, anyway, that does it for today. Tomorrow, there's a lot of motorsports going on. Looking at my calendar, there's Formula E at 10 o'clock. There's a chance that Oliver Rowland might clinch the championship if he scores much higher than the 3 people who are still eligible. That he could probably there's a good chance Oliver Rowland clinches the championship tomorrow at the Berlin Prix. If not, there's always Sunday. 12 o'clock, the Indy Next race at Iowa, which was originally going to be at 1:30, is now at noon. Let's see. Xfinity at 4:30 at Sonoma. We got IndyCar at 5 o'clock. The first race of the doubleheader. Modified Tour at 8:30. And at Lancaster Motorplex. And at 9:30, the NASCAR Canada race at Edmonton. And so obviously IndyCar modifieds on Flow. And NASCAR Canada Series on YouTube. Thanks to everyone who showed up today. Hope you enjoyed it. BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.